We are starting off the MS event, the MS150, finding a cure for MS.
Alright, here's the cheerleading crew! Go, people! I can't hear you!
It's us again.
I had no idea that I would be writing for something that would affect me personally at that time. And 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with MS.
Well, about 6 years ago, my partner in crime here, Dr. Cannella, who he and I have been practicing together for pretty much 20 years, he was diagnosed with it. And suddenly it really became personal. You know, about 3 years ago, I went to Jeff. Jeff has been fortunate in that the multiple sclerosis has really only affected his hip. But it's that in particular kept him from being able to ride a bike safely. And so I just came up to Jeff and said, do you want to ride this thing with me on a 2-seat horse? You know, what do you think, you know? And Jeff was like, yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. So about 3 years ago, we started training. And, you know, so I've got my big green MS fighting machine. And so Jeff and I have tweaked that bike, and I'm telling you, we get on that thing and we are an absolute missile. But Old Army seemed to fit what we were really looking to do. You know, I was an Aggie, and Jeff wasn't an Aggie, but his wife is an Aggie, and his daughter's an Aggie. Yep. So he spent a lot more money at that university than he ever.
That's right, gigging.
And you know, the whole Aggie spirit just seemed to be right in terms of what we were trying to accomplish. So we joined that team. And when we decided to, hey, let's get our doctors involved, the Houston physicians, that has that same spirit of giving, that same spirit of helping, and realizing that multiple sclerosis, not only is it a devastating disease in terms of what it can do to people, but it tends to attack people at their most productive time in life. And it can destroy their productivity. So it just seemed with the Houston physicians family that it was just a right thing in the right timing. So we have come together with Old Army, and we're going to create a larger team that is, again, the physicians joining forces to fight MS.
Right. Well, he has been a proponent for MS and all the support organizations for multiple sclerosis and the research going on with that for several years. I think he was recognized by the legislature for that, and was all ready and prepped to go with us. So we had a great ride.
Right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to our videos, and we thank you, Houston Physicians Hospital and Old Army, for making all of this possible for a great cause. Thank you to Dr. Garcia and Dr. Cannella for your dedication to this effort as well, too. So we look forward to seeing you and both of you next year. So again,
absolutely.
Thank you, everyone, for your help and support.
Thank you.
Great job!
You made it! Hey! Good job. Good job. Hey folks, here we are, Jeff and I eating our PBJs. Lunchtime. Okay, hold on. Stuck in here. No worries. See y'all later.